Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to share with you guys this tutorial today. This is going to be an ombre / nail art stamping technique. We are going to be using this UberChic plate from set 2 and it's plate 1. So plate 1 of set 2, we're going to be utilizing this design right here. I've gone ahead and done all my nails, well on my left hand, except my pointy finger because I really want to share this tutorial with you guys. I didn't think it was necessary for me to have a whole video of doing all of my nails when it's going to be the same design per every nail. So at least if I show you guys once, you guys will understand the gist of it. So I have gone ahead and prepped my nail with my very own Easy Peel liquid latex cuticle barrier. I will put the link down below for my online shop. I ship within Canada and to the US. So the colors that I will be using today is this gorgeous purple in the shade Ornate. And for the turquoise, I'm going to be using Wet n Wild from the Mega Blast collection in the shade I Need a Refreshment. So that's going to be the two colors that I'm going to be using for the ombre. I'm going to just be using white Conad polish for the stamping. Going to be using my Creative Shop stamper, my favorite thing, and my Creative Shop scraper, which I purchased from Eat Sleep Polish. I also like to keep a pair of tweezers handy, an orange stick, a cleanup brush. This one I actually purchased at Walmart. It is a cream shadow brush, and I bought this for makeup and I didn't really use it, and I thought it would be a good fit for a cleanup brush, which I've been using quite often. It's actually been working really well for me. For the ombre, you're going to need a sponge, and I've already, because I've done these nails, so the sponge is kind of used already, but we're going to go ahead and use it again. One tip that I would like to share about doing ombre nails with a sponge is I find when you actually wet the sponge a little bit and just I would just wet this part, dip it in some water, and just kind of dab off the excess on my hand or wherever. It's just water, it's not going to harm you. And the water helps the sponge to not absorb all of the polish, so that really helps me. So like I said, I've already prepped my nails with my Easy Peel, so we're going to go right into this and get started. When I'm doing ombre nails, I like to just have all the caps unscrewed in front of me. So I have both of these polishes here ready. I have my sponge, and I'm just going to start applying the polish to the sponge like so. Depending on how thick or thin the polish is, really depends on how many layers you're going to have to apply to the nail. My sponge is a little dry, so let's just try to get a little bit more absorbed. Move those polishes out of the way, and let's start ombreing. Okay, so I just dab it on. You don't want it to be so harsh, but then you kind of want to just do that type of thing. Okay, so we're going to let that dry for a little bit and probably just do one more coat. I'm going to apply a little bit more polish to the sponge. I think 2 coats is good for these colors that I'm using here. Using a lighter and a much darker color is harder to get that seamless blended look, so just kind of overlapping the blue to the purple, so I can just try to get it as blended looking as I can. So I think we're pretty good now for those 2 coats. I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply some top coat. When you're doing ombre nails, it's best to apply the top coat when the polish is actually wet, because it just helps to give a more seamless blended look. So I'm using my Sèche Vite as always. Always remember to cap the free edge. Just helps the manicure last a whole lot longer. Okay, so we're going to let that dry. So I forgot to mention this in the beginning when I was mentioning all the polishes that I would be using in this tutorial. This is China Glaze Fairy Dust, and I'm going to be applying this over that ombre just to give it a more cutesy look. I really like how it looks just like this, you know, but I can't just stop there. No way. So we're going to let that dry. Here it is up close. You can see that beautiful sparkle. Isn't it so pretty? I think it's so pretty. Okay, let's wait for that to dry and we'll move on to the stamping. So now let's move on to the nail art stamping part, the fun part. Taking my white conad polish, just going to disperse some of that over the design randomly. We're going to take my scraper and scrape, take my stamper, roll, pick up the design, and going to transfer that to my nail in a very random spot. I like this one. There you have it. So I'm not going to apply a top coat yet. I'm actually going to be, no, this is what I like to do before I remove the liquid latex, because everything becomes kind of one. So I kind of like to just take the orange stick and kind of try to separate it by going like this. Do you guys see this? Okay, so now taking my tweezers, I'm going to pinch off the end and try, Easy Peel won't take off 100% of everything, but it does take off most of the polish. My finger's bent in a weird way. Okay, there you go. So, wow, it actually did a good job of taking off most of this polish. And anything extra, you can just take a cleanup brush with some acetone just to remove any extra polish that did not go with the Easy Peel. So I popped on a fast drying top coat, and that concludes this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this nail art tutorial. If you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at NAILEXPERIMENTS, where I post all my daily nail art photos, and you guys can hashtag NAILEXPERIMENTS for any recreations. Until next time guys, polish on.